Mhm. All right, frames seem to be good. Which chat am I getting into? All right, I guess this one. Hey, hey,
Hello,
OvenProof.
hello.
I love your name. OvenproofRhino is great.
Thank you. It actually has a bit of a story behind it.
What's the? You want to tell me now, or you want to tell me after the game?
I mean, either way, it doesn't really bother me. Uh, More or less, I took an insult from my high school soccer coach and embraced it. He said that I played soccer with the grace of a rhino, which wasn't too far off because I'd head down and I'd shoulder people. I was a strong presence on the field.
Uh-huh.
And what he meant as an insult, I just kind of kept it as a bit of, you know, a badge of pride
Mm-hmm.
because everything about rhinos I think are awesome. And when I entered college and signed up for Xbox Live, Rhino was obviously taken, but they generated a handful of possible nicknames or prefixes for it, and Oven Proof is just the funniest one. Uh, it's like, I'm going to go with Oven Proof, and kind of
No,
where it came from.
that's a sick name. Like a sick background to your name. Yeah, no, I never see rhinos. I would never feel like rhinos an insult, to be honest.
Well, my coach wasn't necessarily the smartest man in the world.
He couldn't have said he had the power of a rhino or something?
No, he again, he was trying to insult me.
Damn him.
Yeah. But really, if you ever
Or
watch rhinos, they're kind of graceful. Oh,
Hello,
uh-oh.
guys.
Hello, hello, Hayden.
What is up?
Not much.
All right.
oh,
Grinner
while
just
we're still
sent me.
talking, um, I'm supposed to be training Oven Proof Rhino, and they just ran me over so effectively. I didn't realize the game was over until it stopped showing up.
Oh, we're supposed not training. We're supposed to be play partners.
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Well, I'm clearly learning the things I need to.
Yeah,
Just
Rhino's the mentor. You're the mentee, Shibata.
Celeste just came out of nowhere with a slip by coordinate.
Oh wow.
All right. So that is the code that Grinner just sent me.
Sounds good.
Um,
join code. That's not gonna let us watch it.
oh, that's my. You're right. That's joint code. You're right. Right.
Mm.
Right. So I'm gonna delete that so one of you guys don't accidentally join it.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
It's too late. I've already joined it.
Crap. All right, you're right. That is the join code. I don't know how to do the share side of things without starting the game.
Yeah, so just start the game, and
Uh,
then whenever you have time, just
you want to
share the
start now?
link.
Are you?
Yep.
Oh, there you are. I see you on Twitch. Okay.
I'm on Twitch.
Um, we are.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm
Should
gonna
I?
I'm gonna listen through Twitch, and I'm gonna tell you sound levels. Okay.
Awesome. Oh, there it is. Sweet.
What's the
Okay.
matchup?
My Wayfarer is against Grinner's Storm Goblins.
Oh, cool. That should be. We'll see. That'd be cool. Fun to cast.
I'll be watching Grinor to see what I should have done.
Hey, Grinor.
Heyo.
Hey.
How do I share the link to the game? Like, is it the same code as I give to Rhino?
No, there'll be a new link when the game starts.
Oh, okay.
So once I got the join code set, once these guys give me the go ahead, I'm gonna mute my microphone so you guys don't hear my background stuff. And
just rejoin the
hit
channel
join.
afterwards. I think that makes the most
Okay,
sense.
so leave the yeah, it makes sense. Cool.
Cool. I'm excited. Good luck, both of you.
All right. Thank you.
So we leave the channel once because of course we don't want to hear the commentary.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave
Okay.
the channel once it starts.
All right. So we good to oh, sorry, do I need to make any adjustments or can I go ahead and hop out of here?
You can hop out.
Alrighty.
And where's the link?
I think they should put it. I can send it to you, Shibata. Oh, because you're not
Perfect,
part of
thank you.
the chat. Yeah, sorry.
I closed the Twitch chat. 'Cause I should have just muted it.
No worries. No, the Eden made like a private chat for the game, so I'll send it to you.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you said just show up if you want to commentate, so I just showed up.
Yeah, no. I'm excited to cast with you.
Heck yeah.
So Ovenproof is your mentee, or just a friend, or?
Yeah, trading partner.
How cool!
We're 1-1, so
This is a really hard matchup for Storm Goblins.
yeah, we played one game in preparation for this one.
Mm-hmm.
It went for 11 turns, so 6 turns on Rhino's side, and immediately started off by wiping out my Storm Witch and putting pressure on me. Got a gate into the third row my side. I ended up moving and got. Thank you very much. I'll join the link. Anyway, what happened in the game? I can send you the replay if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But he just ran me down. Did not give the Storm Goblins a chance to breathe. Did not give them any opportunities to fight back against the horde of high health gem dancers and oppressive coordinate boosted rogues and everything, really.
Yeah, no, I think I was talking to Shoots about that, and we both agreed. I think Wayfarer is probably the worst matchup for Sand Goblins. Maybe outside of, you could say Shadow Elves also, but those two are just.
You mean Storm Goblins?
Yeah, Storm Goblins just the worst matchup. The worst their worst matchup. Like Storm Goblins, the faction they hate playing the most is probably Wayfarers.
Yeah.
Tundra Orcs is also a close second. Tundra Orcs and Wayfarers, these like hyper aggressive factions do really well. All right, I think we have
Hyper aggressive factions with the few, the powerful type units.
exactly, and they can spread out, right? Less access for big chains.
Yeah. The Wayfarers especially can group up, attack with coordinate, and then use like eager adventurers to spread out or slip by to spread out.
Yeah, exactly. It makes it so hard. Also, in general, 12 or 13 health summoners are just hard for Storm Goblins. Even left? Okay. Did you get the link, or should I send it to you? It's in the...
It's loading in right now.
Cool. Perfect.
I got that spinning signal.
All right, starting out with a chain. Gates are super important in this matchup for Thrak to have a shot. Okay, nice starting. It gets the discharge. Okay, I like that. Just clearing the board turn 1 by Grinor.
Watching the replay myself. And yeah, has that Gust Rider to protect on the counterattack.
It's good. But yeah, this is what's going to happen. The Adventurer is just going to hit Thrak for hit Thrak for 3 here. That's why I was saying they probably need a gate. Like, every health matters in this matchup as Storm Goblins. Just because, like, you're killing your own units in some point. Like, not Striders, of course, but every other unit, you're slowly willing down yourself.
Yeah. And the Adventurers can put on a wallet quickly.
Exactly. Hey, Burning Bullets. Okay, so with putting Adventure up twice, I'm assuming they're going for a hit on Thrak here. Ooh, did they have the coordinate? No.
I think I might have cut out there, but I was saying I like Grinor's icon setup. Diamond Crown, Diamond Crown, Diamond Crown, beat Colby.
Colby. that's the
Really
most optimal.
Emphasize your achievements.
I think that's the most prestigious medal you can get. Better than a Plat Hat win, you just the Colby win against Colby tile. Also very hard to get that, especially these days.
Yeah. Yeah, I may never achieve it. Focusing down the Storm Witch and leaving the Gust Rider up. And Celeste a little bit exposed here.
Yeah, you definitely, if they have a Witch, they can get some good damage. Witch overcharge. Some big damage on Celeste. Bean says, Rhino's got the Rhino avatar. True. You must love this avatar. No wonder you're friends with them, Ciabatta.
Yeah, you gotta represent nature. Although the Rhino does see more play than the tree.
True.
So they're not as needed in the profile spot. But we want to talk about overexposed. You have the Citadel Knight. You see like 12 of those guys every game.
True. The most overplayed, probably the most played common on average.
Yeah. Them or Devout Cultists, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, overall it's probably Devout these days, but maybe all time it's probably Knight. Just because those for longer. Do you try to? Is there a way to get? The problem is you expose Thrak.
Yeah.
The question here is: do you go for a dice on Celeste, or do you go for the dice with the Vault Swapper? Because ideally, you would need a wave to get Thrak to the back line. You'd need a what's that event called?
Interesting.
Grounded.
Playing really high, taking the fight to Capone.
They must have a grounded, otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's still, even with this, it must be a grounded. So in this case,
yeah,
go on. Sorry.
I would have thought it would be B5 our perspective, and then teleport to B8.
Yeah.
Oh, but they can't with the if they want to get on the 4th row.
I feel like if they had more time, they might have. Interesting. It's a little bit scary for Thrak if they don't have the grounded next turn, but at least they do get the hit, and they. It's a nice use of overcharge.
Yeah, and now for the most important attack of the turn.
Exactly. There it is. I mean, gates are the bane of Storm Goblin's existence, you know? This might,
Yeah.
Okay,
And
good.
there it is. If they didn't have that, this would be suicide.
Yeah, I agree. Especially against Wayfarers. Hmm. Do you play Storm Goblins, Chibata, or not really?
Not particularly, but I play everybody. The nature of the league, I gotta be prepared with everybody.
True. What are you currently? Are you currently in? Yeah, you're in Live League. Are you still? Yeah, you're in my.
Yeah,
We need to play our game.
Savannah Elves forever.
True. Your favorite faction.
I love them. I love Chant of Power. I got a new deck list for the upcoming custom tournament with one Glory Collar as a pseudo champion.
A Glory Collar, you said?
Yep.
Interesting. Trying to get that surprise surprise Chant of Power.
Yeah.
I mean, Glory Collar sounds cool.
The force in the summon phase, when you have Chant of Entangling played, I think offers a lot of possibilities.
That's a great point. Huh. Yeah, you can also probably get a Abu into places they can use Chant of Power without without your opponent thinking about it. A lot of cool tricks.
Yeah. In my events, I have Swift Potion, I have Stim Shrooms.
Swift Potion's amazing.
So,
Ooh.
a Chant of Weaving.
That's sick. I like that.
And then I think trying out the summer one. The new Chosen Grove one, and then 2 Entanglings.
Oh, the whiff.
Ooh, costly miss.
It's a big whiff.
And right now, is it Grinor or Grinor?
Not sure. We have to ask them afterwards.
Right now, Grinor is very happy that they don't self-damage on the Lightning Bolt, because otherwise their Gust Rider would be dead.
True. And they can use it.
But maybe frustrated they don't self-damage on the Lightning Bolt, because then they could get Magic Denial with the Gust Rider.
True. I think in this matchup, though, you rather your units be up. Like you're not caring too much about. It's better to limit their movement rather than deny magic. At least in my experience. Bean's a fan of your deck. Kite Rider.
Heck yeah. It's hyper aggro because you're not going to out economy these high elf or shadow elf decks or the Crimson Order deck building.
True. I don't know. I was thinking about doing some type of. So I don't think I'm gonna join in anymore just because I want to focus on streaming and then also doing as best as I can in D1, trying to deny Prophet his 3 in a row.
Really making a case against the legacy of Donkey. It's like MJ LeBron.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. Yeah, Prophet versus Donkey. Donkey has like some absurd. He has like 6, right, or something.
Yeah, and all the ones he didn't have, he was like second to Orange Lazarus. Maybe Wilton Bill is a better example.
That's a good point. Yeah, because it's different eras. It's like, you know, the base. There was only base decks, right? It was only the 4 starter decks.
And a lot of our positioning concepts weren't established yet. That's why it's called the Donkey Stack. True.
Yeah, they're the first person who I think of who. I mean, now there's a big resurgence of Fallen Kingdoms, with or without the tournament buffs. But I think there was a large time where Fallen Kingdoms was thought to be the bottom of the barrel. You know, down there with the Cave Goblins by a lot of players.
Yeah.
There was that.
Showed us.
Huh?
One Tournament of Champions with them.
Oh, true.
Meanwhile, Grinor trying to figure out the positioning for this Chain Lightning move. Maybe gets the Kite Rider to try to trap Celeste. Maybe gets the Kite Rider to keep Celeste from going even further forward without a slip by.
Yeah, I would think you need to have protection on Thrak, especially if you're going to go on this idea of all in on Celeste this turn, or because then you need to at least kill the rogue, definitely. Yeah, Dancer you probably are not gonna be able to deal with unless you have a what's that called? Discharge.
They've got the magic for it.
True. I mean, if you use both your discharges on Dancer, you're a happy camper.
Best target.
Bean says donkey stack equals Mike and drill. Mike, what's that?
Yes. I find myself doing the mic and drill, and I'm 5'10", not 6'10".
Yeah, no, this is an interesting turn. This is also one of the reasons why I don't bring Storm Goblins to Live League anymore. It's just 45 minutes sometimes does not seem enough for this faction.
Yeah.
That said, Bean won with High Elf, so I can't complain.
That was impressive.
Yep, that was a great game. If people haven't seen it, Shoots versus Bean.
If only they played Titus, it would have been even greater.
Oh, Bean did. Oh, the spoilers.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
Yeah. There is a Titus appearance. Titus won me those games.
Hell yeah.
I would say
yeah.
The threat of Titus did. Alright, Celeste is getting low. I'd say you start getting scared once your summoner hits about 6. That said, with a hyper-mobile faction like Wayfarers is a little bit less of a deal. But in general, once you hit like 5, 6, that's when Cave Goblins are starting to feel very good. Or sorry, not Cave Goblins, Storm Goblins.
Well, they just hit 6, so now it's time to feel scared. I guess maybe it's a race. You say, I don't think you can get 10 dice on Thrak this turn. Or they have a grounded.
Yeah. I'm assuming they must have something for Dancer. Nope. Alright.
No?
There's a chance Thrak is dead. We'll see. Or at least going to 1.
I went down from 8 to 0 in my previous game against Rhino. So if they have a slip by, this is very scary.
Yeah, slip by, coordinate with a gate or something like that. I guess.
We're like slip by, coordinate, adventure would get you to. No, it wouldn't quite reach. The lack of any forward gates is hampering Rhino here.
True.
And that's another factor with this aggressive play from Grinor. They know that if they can if they only get hit by Celeste and Dancer, then they're only risking 8 damage at most.
Well, important. Grinor's at 4 magic as Storm Goblins. We might see a champion next turn. And all the champions are really good. Storm Goblins champions are all just amazing.
Yes. Seek the Horizon. Simple play, but puts a good economy boost out.
Yeah. Also, clearing your hand for another card makes a lot of sense. Have you ever discarded a Seek for Horizon?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I'm desperate for magic. Sometimes I think I'll only be able to get one off.
Yeah, I think I've definitely lost games as Wayfarers where I'm just over prioritizing trying to get Seek the Horizon off where if I just was aggressive and, not trying to go for suboptimal plays to proc Seek, I might have done better.
In the game I just played against Rhino, they actually passed up a Seek the Horizon in order to get one more dice on a common unit with their Coordinate Dancer. And I was talking like, that's a ridiculous play. One, made the difference between a 60% chance of a kill and a 0% chance of a kill. That's a massive economy swing to give up.
True.
And then they used that momentum to crush me. So
afterwards.
Sometimes us veteran players might think too much about economy.
Hey, Nolan. Go ST. Yeah, ST is definitely this is a hard matchup for them. Uh, yeah, Bean says, okay, I need to watch more of your. I only watched the game against Shoots Bean, but apparently in 2 out of his 3 Titus games, they were big in Live League. So if you guys are Titus enjoyers, watch some Bean games. Okay, nice play. Getting the. I mean, ideally you'd have a gate for Celeste, but this is kind of nice because most likely, I mean, Thrak has to basically move in front of the Dancer to get a big chain off.
Yeah.
But Celeste is a little bit exposed here, where they might get down to. I mean, with the best
Well,
case hand. Go on.
they could put a spot on B4 pretty easy. And then they only need 1 volt swapper. Yep, there's Braca.
There was a chance of
They
Celeste
only need
dying.
one.
Go on, sorry. Go on,
It
Chapata.
is possible for Celeste to die right here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not if no, because they don't have the magic for a Storm Witch.
Definitely a grounded here, I'm assuming. Braca will be a little
Or
bit.
not.
Mm,
They could go for that, and then yeah, they're still at 10 health. They just play the rush game.
true. Yeah, at 4, especially with overcharge, Celeste is very, very scared. I'm curious to ask after
Unlucky roll.
Yeah. True on the Dancer. All right, do you have it? Does Grinor go for the back, or do they just hope that there's no...
Even-
Go on.
Even if you have it, I don't know if you play here. You might keep Thrak there to keep the pressure on.
You just hope that they don't have the combo, I guess. I guess Adventure has no
Yeah, because
extra boost. True.
you're at 10 health. If they surround you to try to kill you in 1 turn, you can then zap them all, teleport back.
Mm. But if they have like coordinate double adventurer, they have coordinate double adventurer, and then or coordinate 1 adventurer, and then they have what's that card called? Slip by. They might get the dice.
Sure, but that's a 3 card out of 5 combo for a chance. And meanwhile, they're using all. If they go for that, they use all their resources, and you got Braca right there next to Celeste.
True. That's a good point.
It's like when your rook is being attacked in chess, but then you go and you attack their queen. And you're like, go ahead, take my rook.
I'll kill your queen. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, good analogy. Yeah, split their focus between Thrak and Braca. That's a good point, Bean. They have to decide. They're probably really scared of Braca. So either you go the all-in, or you try to go for Braca.
Yeah, you can't really split the difference here unless you can lock Braca out. Like, get a common on A2, move Celeste down, and put a gate on B3. And even that leaves you open to repeated chain lightnings.
Yep. Also something, if they try to use slip by to run away, Braca does get an extra movement space from overcharge.
Yep. Oh, really? Oh, because it's a lightning ability.
The craziest one, which people always forget about, but it's so cool when you get it off, is with Ezek, because you literally can get a unit in front of it 4 spaces away, which is so broken if you get it off. Like 4 spaces of mobility before movement. It's literally like from the back row to the front of the board, like from the back of the board to the front of the board.
Dang.
All right, they're doing it. All in with coordinate. Okay, and then slip by. What's the angle here? Run away with slip by, and then just get a bunch of damage on Thrak.
The gate?
Oh, the waypoint.
That works.
Smart.
That does it.
Still a chance that they die with overcharge next turn. With this forward gate from Storm Goblins.
A kite would do it.
Yeah, it would be... Actually, no, it's harder than I thought, because you need a range unit, right?
You would need you get 2 dice from a chain lightning,
Mm-hmm.
which you can get off with the Voyager.
Yes.
You would get 1 dice from a Volt Swapper that you get there,
Mm-hmm.
or the kite guy that you get there.
Mm-hmm.
But then to get that last dice, I think you would need a kite guy to attack the gate or the waypoint and get some chip damage.
Kites don't hurt summoners.
Oh,
They only hurt champions and themselves. Champions and commons, yeah.
man, they're even worse than I thought they were.
Yeah, kite riders are pretty shit.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah. Do they have the movement if they had overcharge? Let's see. No, they get pretty close.
There's always that one guy in the group project.
So I'm assuming we have a grounded all the way up down to like, the top left corner of Grinor's board.
Yeah.
That must be the only real
And
survivor.
you'd have to take down some of those commons if you're going to retreat here.
Yeah.
Like the Voyager can get to you anywhere that grounded goes.
Yeah. The good thing is they have a lot of free, or no, Braca is not free movement, but at least Strider is. They must have overcharge. That's the only thing which makes sense here for this play, because the overcharge would clear the board. Hopefully they do the attack order correctly. Oh, they have no magic. Never mind. They can't do overcharge.
I expect some undos as they realize that. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Let's just take all that back now.
Overcharge is movement phase, Tortugatron. Double donkey stack.
The cube.
The cube. I don't think I've ever seen that, but that'd be hilarious. I guess against
4x4?
How's it going?
Fungal Dwarves might be able to pull it off.
True. The cube formation with gates.
One summoner surrounded by all 8 gates. You would need Tess.
You would need
Or Sand Goblins with Thruster. That could also work.
True. Sand Goblins OP. Nah.
They're too good. Biggest difference between normal and top level play, right?
Yeah, Sand Goblins by far, yeah. It's by the graphs, right? Which Llama does those nice graphs.
I mean, I remember them coming to me like, "Is this statistics right?" And I was looking at them like, "This is cooler than I could come up with." Well done.
Yeah, they're such cool graphs. I think probably Swamp Orcs is up there, but I think it's not. It's like if you bring them to tournament, usually you are very happy with them because they have like an absurdly low, like 42% win rate in public queue.
Yeah.
Even though I think they're definitely an A tier faction, if not, I guess some people could argue S tier.
And Crimson Orders. I'm not going to mention the Crimson Order, but I will. I think they're balanced. I think their mobility is a huge hindrance.
I agree. The only thing
they did the move,
oh, sorry.
But they still don't have the magic.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think they're trying to go for too much here. Just clear the board. You have Celeste kind of cornered, especially because they have no other gates. Clear the board. You're probably safe. No, a coordinate Voyager, I guess, would do it.
Maybe you don't kill the Voyager.
True, to block that. That's a great point, actually, yeah. No, you're completely right. Yeah, this Voyager should stay alive. Great point. Great idea, Chibata.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yeah, you just don't kill the Voyager and you're good.
Because they get an adventure out and you don't have grounded, you're done. But the Voyager can't move on its own.
Yep.
Or it can move, but it can't schmove on its own.
Exactly. I mean, you'd have a potential shot with some type of slip by, kill the gate, but that's a lot of dice you're risking there. They're not going for your
Alas.
Alas.
I'm not sure what they're going for here.
Yeah, tough with this Voyager. Call Forth needs a buff, Nestle says. Crimson Order need a buff, says Tortugatron.
Get it on the podcast. Make it a take. Someone send that in to Stephen A. Smith.
I would love to see Stephen A. Smith cast Summoner Wars. It'd be great.
Yes.
What was the... Okay, they hit it.
Get the kill. I'm assuming they have discharge.
They would need discharge. Or at least grounded.
They've grounded, but that doesn't get them to safety here. The Voyager can reach them.
Yeah, the 3 out of 3 would win the game for OvenproofRhino.
Grinor, you gotta avenge me. What are you doing?
Which space are they going to go on? Definitely not. The worst one would be the top right corner. That would be by far the worst. But outside that doesn't matter too much. I guess you don't want to be in a place Celeste can slip by to you, like slip by, coordinate, attack.
Yeah, which they're currently at risk of.
Okay. Is this safe? Let's see. Slip by...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because slip by would not be able to get in range. One... Yeah, no, you're right. They could potentially get triple... No, never mind. I was going to say like triple Voyager. No, doesn't work. You only have one gate spot.
I guess they could get a... If they have... No, they already played both coordinates, right?
I think only one. Let's see.
Then they could get a coordinate boost. If they use slip by here. Or just get a coordinate boost with another Voyager. Move your first one to D5. Move your second to E3, and then leap to D4. Or E5.
Yep.
But putting Thrak there stops the easy Seek the Horizon, which is probably the logic.
Would you use a coordinate just to get a unit next to Voyager for the extra dice?
With the pressure that's on Celeste, I would. Let me plug in the calculator. Thanks to Massimo's magic, we have the 3 attack hits on bow. We'll get the kill about 29.7% of the time, so like 30% of the time. Up that to 4 dice, now you're looking at it 59 or 60% of the time.
Yeah, I think you could definitely go for that.
40% win rate swing.
Is this a coin flip? I mean, with one magic, that's definitely a coin flip. You definitely go for. You're not killing Braca or Strider with one magic.
No.
Did Oven not discard, or did they use their entire hand last turn? I think that was probably it. Because it was coordinated at +3 units, right? Turn 8.
They held on to 1 card.
Okay. Must be. I mean, it must be either a slip by or a coordinate for you to keep that card. I'm not sure what else.
I was looking at Grinor. Let me look at Rhino. Rhino used their entire hand, so they had no hands to discard.
I see. Okay, they're gonna potentially go for the coordinate. 60% chance to win. Oh, no coordinate, okay. Yeah, this is one of those turns that it feels like there should be some type of a way to get 2 attacks on Thrak, but there is none with that type
If
of
they
magic.
don't have the coordinates move,
Do we get the double gate on
they
Celeste?
don't have. If they have gates, they can protect themselves or a waypoint.
Okay, where's the second one?
But this leaves you. Oh, okay. There we go.
You still could lose to overcharge, Volt Swapper, double attack, but it's hard. Though with Izik, it's not actually as hard as I think.
The kite guy can come in too.
Yeah, true. All right, this is the big one. Does
Big
it
one.
hit? Oh,
Ooh.
1 health. 1 health.
Close, but no cigar.
This is a fun game.
Definitely
It's a cool game.
builds the hand
So what do you need? You need like to
win here.
win here. You need an overcharge. You need, like you said, a kite rider most likely. This is a little bit of a hard turn to think up of.
Overcharge, recharge,
Overcharge, recharge,
and 2 common units will do it.
and then just go for the 2 for 2. Would you even
Yeah.
need to go for that though in this position? I feel like you're.
Yeah, you would need kite or volt swappers on E1 and F2, and a route for Thrak to zap.
To zap. No, I mean, like as a Storm Goblins here, are you just chilling? Like Celeste is like stuck in this little thing, or do you feel like you need to go for the kill here? Looks like they're trying to go for it. They might have it
If
here.
you can
Yeah.
block the gates, I'd feel pretty good.
Oh, they don't have overcharge magic. But yeah.
You have a definite magic advantage, econ advantage with you got more fuel in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
You have way more units on the field.
Look at this
Most
chain.
of which are going to go back into your deck this turn. And then you have a full health champion that's just constantly threatening.
Yep. Do they lose to? Let's see. If you have a Voyager plus a Archer, there's only 2 magic. Never mind. I don't even need to think about that.
They're blocking all the spots. The witch will prevent the slip by from reaching.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a pretty safe play.
Agreed. Especially with 2 magic. You can't do any type of adventurer, or sorry, Voyager. Adventurer or Voyager? What is the name of the card? Better. Can't do some Voyager Adventurer combo to get into reach of Thrak. There's still a slight chance of Grinor clicks too fast and self-damages by Tortugatron. True. They just completely end their turn by accident.
No! That would be heartbreaking. Oh, I would have gone for the attack on the Voyager first.
Yeah.
They go for the bat,
Just in case.
and 3 units go down.
Mm.
The most important decision of the game right there.
I don't think
And
I've
a
ever
nice-
seen. Sorry, go on.
I said a nice cleanup from the Strider.
True.
What were you saying?
Oh yeah, I've yet to see a game where Celeste is just hunkering down in the corner. Like I've seen other champions do this. Never Celeste.
Who is this? The Polar Dwarfs?
Eden is eating a banana. Nice.
Excellent.
Uh,
Thank
yeah,
you for giving
Bean's
me the
correct.
chat.
Go on.
I said thanks for giving me the chat, including that into the record.
You didn't eat a banana.
Most important headline.
True. So Bean's right. Celeste is in a precarious position because they know that Grinor has 3 Vault Swappers coming next turn due to recharge. So you need a champion blocking this area, but it's impossible because you have 2 magic. Or another gate.
Do they have a 4th gate that they could play?
Completely.
Because I don't see how you stave it off otherwise.
Yeah, especially I'm assuming Grinor has his overcharge either in this hand or the next one, so Celeste just might die without any dice needing to be rolled.
There's just not much that they're too far back. They got no reach.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to bare knuckle box a guy with a spear. You're just not gonna hit him before he pokes you with the stick and you die.
Agreed. Great analogy. I like it. All right. I get the Strider. Incoming. Just, I guess, pray for no overcharge and that the Vault Swapper misses.
1/6 miss from the Vault Swapper.
Mm-hmm. Just avoid the spear. Tortugatron hates Storm Goblins. I feel like Storm Goblins is one of those factions which, like, if you play it, if you're a Wayfarer, Tundra Orcs, Aggro Enjoy, you're like, why do people complain about this faction? And then you play, like, Fungal Dwarves, Fungal Dwarves, and which is the faction which has Knights?
Vanguards?
Vanguards, yeah. Vanguards, like, it's almost impossible for Vanguards to win the matchup.
Yep.
If they don't... Okay, never mind. Overcharge. GG's.
You are already dead.
Now Grinor just has to resign to the real BM,
Dang.
Or attack themselves with a witch.
If they click too fast,
Yeah, true.
That's gonna finish us out as we Celeste stumbles into the distance in silhouette.
I forgot to record this game, but I think it's anyways. Twitch records it, so it should be fine. GG's. That was a fun game. Super aggro.
Definitely.
Crazy game.
Thank you for the vengeance, Grinor.
Avenging all of those Storm Goblins players who have lost to Wayfarers.
I guess the secret is I don't know, just do Storm Goblin things.
Let me refresh the link so I get to see people's hands.
Okay,
hey,
well.
Congrats.
Well done. Good games.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was nail biting, but
Thank you for avenging me.
That was a great game. So, which I think. So I guess going over the game, what did you guys both think? So, what did you think, OvenproofRhino, about the game?
Oh, there were a few overly aggressive moves I think I made early, and then some unlucky dice early, but the luck balanced out later. Getting him to that 1 HP and him having that grounded so that I couldn't capitalize on my coordinate play for the turn after. Had he not had that grounded, I had him dead the next turn.
Ooh. It is a very powerful get out of jail free card.
Yeah, grounded is a great ability. You're talking about turn 9 to 10, right?
Mm,
Or
I'd
sorry,
have to
no,
go
no,
back and.
Well, I mean, he could have earlier. He could have, if he had the coordinate, he could have moved his, what was it, the archer to the next to the other one and got 4 dice instead of 3.
yeah. If you had
The
yeah,
second one,
yeah,
second coordinate.
you're talking about turn 11, or sorry, turn 10, yeah, turn 10. If they had oh yeah, you could have if you wanted to OvenproofRhino, you could have done a coordinate Voyager, and gotten 4 dice on Thrak, which is like I think Chibata said it was a 60%, 50-60% chance to win, but it's a risk.
Yeah, with the coordinate, 20% chance without it.
Yeah, I need to pull back to where you guys are looking.
Turn 10.
Which turn? Turn 10. All right, so at turn 10, I did actually have the coordinate in hand. The problem was I had no way to get that archer or my second Voyager near the first Voyager.
No, you did. You just move your first Voyager down more, and then you use your teleport to get the second one in front and use your second one to attack instead.
No worries. This is a live game.
Yeah.
There's that one little cheeky thing that I haven't encountered yet.
It happens. I failed to count to 1 in my most recent live game on this platform. I did my whole thing and then I just had a chant of power I couldn't use. So don't worry about it.
No worries. I mean, now you know, right? And also, look, live games, no one's playing perfectly at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're up against the clock, because especially with I was going to go high elves, but with high elves and with storm goblins, you got to figure out the puzzle, and that's where I really grind most of my time out, is figuring out, okay, how can I get the most amount of damage on this person, with pecking them, the lightning.
Yeah, storm goblins are hard, and in general, every faction has a complicated turn, which is difficult to deal with in 45-minute games. But yeah, storm goblins, high elves, there are a bunch of different factions which have a more decision making per, and also lots of clicking, right? Lots of clicking. No, cool. How about you, Grinor? What do you think about this game? Or how do you say your name, by the way?
It doesn't matter. Grinor. It's really tense because, I know what he might have, and I was trying to bait him into attacking my summoner, because the more dudes I have on the board, I was honestly thinking about leaving more dudes on the board so that I can shock him more, because the more dudes, the better for me. But I thought wiping his board that one turn was a better idea, and then, three range is, his dice were awful in the beginning, so that was really, really nice. I thought, I'll risk it, and I'll just give, 3 dice right there. So that's the decision I made.
I see. You're talking about the first couple turns. I think it made sense.
Missing my guy was pretty bad. I mean, I don't know how many dice he rolled. Was it 6 or 7? And he got him down to 1.
Yeah, that Strider. That Strider's your MVP, I think.
He is great.
Yeah.
Well, even with he had one adventure and he hit me for 1 out of 3, and I was like, "This is perfect."
Yeah, and the start of the game, yeah.
Yeah. Really, when I was able to get that quick pressure on Thrak, because I am a big fan of playing the Storm Goblins myself, And my biggest issue, my biggest mistake whenever I play Storm Goblins is that I'm overly aggressive with Thrak, not worrying if I have grounded to pull me back. And I was hoping that he would have the same weakness, and I saw Thrak come forward. I'm like, sweet, I'm going to be able to get some early hits on him and have to make him play more defensively, try to create those long chains. Then I could play the game of clearing his board with my back row, keeping Celeste back, which is really weird for the Wayfarers. But unfortunately, it didn't work how I wanted it to, and he did have that early grounded to reset himself.
Mm.
I have some stats here if people want them.
Yeah.
Ran it through the game analyzer. We've got some notable things. Storm Goblins had average dice with a 76.5% hit miss ratio on a 76% average. Wayfarers had a little bit worse dice, 70.2% on a 75.5% average. But the dice were close enough. Summons, Volt Swappers, guess how many?
8.
Oh, okay. It was 6 Volt Swappers. I shouldn't have hyped it up. I feel like the skit where you say, how much do you think this guy makes? And someone goes, $1 billion. And you're like, well, it's not $1 billion. 6 Volt Swappers, 3 Gust Riders, 2 Kite Riders, and 2 Storm Witches for 13 common units on the Storm Goblin side. Wayfarers had 10 common units, and only 3 events to the 7 events of the Storm Goblins. So a lot more cards played by the Storm Goblins, but the Wayfarers only built 2 more magics, 7 to 5, showing how the cannon fodder of the Storm Goblins can really help boost up the economy of the other team. 7 Lightning Steps, 4 Tireless usage, and 4 Volt Swapper that return back to deck. 4 Embark usage, 1 Spirit Leap, and 1 Footwork switch on the Wayfarer side. 16 attacks, 15 attacks for the Storm Goblins, but way more dice rolled by the Wayfarers for 33 inflicted wounds to 26. So even though the dice percent was lower, you had a lot more dice rolled, especially from Celeste.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, Storm Goblins are not a dice-heavy throwing faction.
No, they get all their stuff from the zaps.
I believe he was able to pull off both overcharged to damage Celeste, so that knocked it down to only needing 8 damage, really, to do with his dice.
That's right.
And he also used his recharges beautifully. One of the fun things about the Storm Goblins is the fact that if you use your recharges well, you end up having it feels like 16 Volt Swappers in your deck.
Yeah. Volt Swappers are interesting. Do you discard them, and sort of like Grinor was saying, sometimes it feels like you should leave them out, but then it's like a free magic for your opponent. It's Sand Goblins are a very fun deck. Lots of different things you can do with them. Same thing with Wayfarers.
Oh.
Yeah, two of the coolest designed ones in a stacked lineup.
Agreed.
Every time this is a fun matchup.
Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I was particularly frustrated when I had to start using my gates and my waypoints to protect myself from Braca. That pressure he put on me with Braca was so annoying.
Yeah.
That was a nice waypoint to protect Celeste. Good knowledge of Storm Goblins.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's turn.
Yeah, if he had gates earlier, I would have been done for, because I had the gates and I had the positioning, so I was trying to block his gates, make it so he can't summon stuff, and then also put a ton of pressure with that champion. I had 2 champions in my hand. I decided to go with that one because I didn't want to put Thrak in the danger zone, which was my second strategy. But then I drew that guy that can move a lot of spaces. So.
Ciabatta had a really cool turn for you, Granor, which was turn 9. The idea being you don't kill the Voyager. You just surround the gate and you leave the Voyager at 1 or whatever. And that way they can't really do anything the turn afterwards. But what you did worked well also. It was just a cool play by Chibata.
Yeah, it's a really toss up, because you're trying to figure out how many guys do I want to leave on the board, and is there something that I'm missing where he could have a dude and then move around enough to get around my gates and get to my summoner, especially when he's getting lower on the hit point range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how do you finish it out without, like, especially like you're at low health with Thrak also, so it's just risky in general.
Yeah, it was a race to see who died first.
Yep. Great game, guys. Anything else either of you guys would like to talk about?
I really don't have. Oh, go ahead, Grinor.
Oh, go ahead. Okay. Yeah. So the big guys that swap the dancers, I like to try to get rid of those because those have a lot of hit points and they kind of mess up my positioning. So those things are the ones because I use that the card that gets rid of them super early because I just don't want to deal with high hit point commons. Although keep them on the board's nice, but they're just they're beefy guys.
Yeah, no, me and Chibata were both complimenting you on the choice of. I think you got like really good value out of both of them, killing two dancers 5/2s, which are cost 2 magic. It's just great to use discharges on those.
Always hurts when that happens. I'll say this. I know it's not about this particular matchup, but this is the highest I've been able to progress in either of the leagues. With the Async League, I recently just dropped back down to Division 4. Had a horrible season, but I'm starting to get to the point where I'm playing against a higher tier of opponent than I'm really used to, and it's been a bit humbling this season because this is my first time not going at least 2-2, so this leaves me at 1-3, and it's so fun because even the games that I lost, I felt like I was in, and I feel like my opponent earned the win. It's such a great feeling to have matches like this.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Facing like just having really good matches, win or lose, or when your like opponent kills you with a very cool combo or something you haven't thought about is always, very exciting. But yeah, I'm happy you're enjoying Live League. I'm sure Eden, if he's still in chat, is happy to learn that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, Massimo's League is hard. 3-day timers and 45-minute games are completely different games, I feel like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, the time crunches really gets you sometimes. But with the other league, the problem is that you get factions. Like the last matchup I did was Fungal Dwarves versus I don't know. Somebody chime in and let me know what Semercy Fae, and I got wrecked on both ends because I just don't know how to grasp the matchup or the actual. I don't understand Fungal Dwarves, so I just get smashed. So with this league, I know how to maneuver and use Storm Goblins to a better degree, and so I feel more comfortable with this league. I know what I'm using every time.
Yeah, you're at least comfortable with your own faction. So it's yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think Live League is a great opportunity to really focus on one faction, especially if you're not comfortable with it. And or if like Chibata, you could be like Chibata and just play your favorite faction for the 100th time in a row.
Big tree forever, baby. May not be the biggest tree, but it's still big tree.
Right. Last time I played Chibata, he BM'd me with a Medimamu before killing me.
I did?
Yeah, you did. you flashed
wasn't
it.
in tournament or anything?
Huh?
Was it in tournament?
It was in Live League, yeah. I was the Grokes, I think. You flashed it and then proceeded to
Oh
unsummon
yeah, I didn't actually play it. I just showed that I had it.
it.
Actually playing Big Tree even if I'm in a winning position is a little bit like with 2 seconds on the shot clock, handing the basketball to your opponent and going, "Try the half court shot."
Just try.
You'll
That's a great
probably
analogy.
be fine, but do you really want to take that chance?
Yeah, I think anytime Big Tree's summoned, I just sigh of relief. Like of all, you're gonna spend 8 magic on a bunch of other things as Savannah Elves, but you chose the tree.
I get if you have to build a super heavy early to withstand aggression, and then Big Tree's your only magic sink. I guess that's when you'd want to use them. But other than that, and that's more just kind of like being the guy who happens to be around rather than any particular talent on your own. It's just like, well, you're better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean it's by far the worst 8 cost unit in the game, right? You have a Torridon, which is just very playable, and then you have Fire Drake, which is also pretty playable. Yep, just bad.
Fire Drake with Maldaria is a dream team combo.
Never had enough magic for that. That sounds cool. Yeah, the extra dice.
Yeah, it makes you can grab Fire Drake, pull him to safety, and then hit with your super 4 attack next turn.
That's sick.
It turns him from horrible to like situationally amazing.
Mm-mm-mm. All you need is 13 magic.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys played the tournaments in person that are timed? Because I imagine that would be like you'd have to pick a simple faction for that.
I've never been to any of the tournaments for Gen Con, but have you, Jabata?
Not yet.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think Ben tried to play Fungal Dwarves and just it was a miserable experience apparently for him. Like the event was fun, but the playing Fungal Dwarves on 20-minute timer, especially live, sounds or in person sounds terrible. Because also like the automation affects a lot, right? There's so much stuff you have to remember for transferring the boosts. Probably also Storm Goblins is a lot harder in person. High elves for getting auras, stuff like that, which the game or the online version automates.
High elves would be a nightmare to play in person.
Yeah, I'd probably forget everything. Who has strong, who has peace,
You can't take back your turns and stuff. So once you place right, it's over or what? I don't know the minute details.
We are going to.
Not sure. I'd have to ask. I know Bean's been to there. I'm not sure if he's still in chat. But yeah, I'm curious about the rewind rules also.
I'm
Yeah.
interested too.
Bean says
Well,
you
if
need
there's
to
one of those,
Go on.
if we have one of those conventions nearby where I live, which I know there's a couple big ones, I would absolutely love to get involved in those. I think last Gen Con, that's the one that's in Indianapolis, right? Last one was actually before I even started playing. So I think I was just signing up and buying the game. So I didn't get an opportunity to do that one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I definitely want to go at some point. Also, just everyone who meets each other always says really nice things. Bean says that it's the same rules as online, so you can rewind, but you can't after drawing or attacking. So yeah, anytime there's some random event, you can't rewind it in live.
That's bad.
Sorry, what did you say, Grinor?
I said that's not as bad as if you put it down. Like in Magic, once you play something, I mean they're pretty serious in Magic. I've been to quite a few Magic tournaments. It's a little stress inducing.
I used to be a FNM champion kind of guy. I never went to any of the major tournaments, and it was already stressful enough at your local game store for Magic.
Mm. Yeah, I think that I've heard that I mean, at least from what Beans told me, I think the Summoner Wars live games are, of course, they're a little bit competitive, but no one's getting crazy about the rules. It's more to have fun.
Yeah.
Like you win at most I mean, do win a very cool cup for your online profile, but it's not like there's like thousands of dollars on the line or anything.
The pressure's lower when there's no money.
Yep.
But then again, there's also no money, so double-edged sword.
Isn't there a lifetime Summoner Wars prize or something? I mean, that's not worth much, but it's worth something.
True. Yeah.
One day I'll actually get something from PhD. Currently, I have a pin that Orange Lazarus sent me, and a Brub card, which is very, very kind of him. And I think makes me financially, the least winning player who has ever won something in Summoner Wars history. But, sentimental value is untapped.
Hey, at least you have something, right? A little bit.
Yeah, it was awesome. A really cool pin. And a Gen Con exclusive. It has sneaks and like metallic form with an axe. And even though it was tiny, the sneaks energy still came through.
Mm.
Is everybody doing the custom deck construction?
Oh yeah.
I
We were
am not.
talking about it. Go ahead.
I'm not doing it. I've got out of deck building since I stopped playing Magic. I love the fact that Summoner Wars is predominantly played with pre-constructed decks.
Mm. Yeah, that's one of the attractions for me also for this game. I don't need to pay money to update my deck every couple of months. But yeah, I highly recommend the custom deck. It's fun. Like it's very like we were watching a game yesterday where I think Tundra Orcs or Jexic was playing Tundra Orcs and literally got a turn 1 win. So imagine starting a game and you already lost. But that's part of the fun of it, right? You don't take it too seriously. Just try to come up with cool combos.
You play Game Bear and Cheez-Its and find out what magical way you're going to get 1 turn killed.
Well, Jexic getting a super quick kill or super quick loss, it just seems like his kind of energy.
True.
Oh yeah.
True. Yeah, he says he can't never play normal Tundra Orcs anymore because at most, usually you only have 1 boost on Grognak versus in the custom deck, usually you have, like 3 or more boosts, and so you can just re-roll all your dice.
Has anyone come up with new ideas for the new factions in terms of deck building? Or I don't think you do much with filth or the trees, right?
Filth, I think they have some cooking with a bursting mutant loop combo. And doing boost stacking with Devura and Volkor as the other 2 champs.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's like 0 costers, Devura, Volkor, bursting mutant, and a ton of boost, Oath Sworn. A lot of fancy stuff with the filth. So there are things. The Jexic Brub deck started off as a joke. So a lot of the coolest stuff just comes from what ifs statements.
Mm.
My Savannah Elf deck is definitely not top tier, but it comes from the idea of what if I just burn my entire hand in every turn and see how far tempo can get me.
I mean, you do that normally, Chibata. It's not a...
That's true. I think tempo is underrated. I think that...
I agree.
And then I tried to, okay, I'm going to make my playstyle more diverse. Let me try to slow it down. And I start getting overwhelmed by the Wayfarers. And I go, no. I should have gone back to Chaos.
Well, and in our match just here, Griner controlling the tempo, controlling the speed, and that I could pressure him, totally controlled the game, and that got him the win here.
Yeah. All right, I have to head out now, but this has been awesome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for setting this up, Charis, and thank you for playing, both of you.
Yeah, Eden does most of the work here. I just stream. No, thanks guys for coming. That was a lot of fun. Great game. That was really fun. As close as you can get. We had a 1 health and a 2 health summoner at some point. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on here. It was great.
Yeah, no, that was so much fun.
Take care, y'all.
You too.
All right. Nice humble brag, Nestle. you had nice. I had 5 boosts on Groggy. That sounds like a fun game. You should put it in the or everyone who has a replay they want to show. Put it in the spreadsheet on the match analysis so we can have some more for next week. That was a lot of fun yesterday, and today was a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks everyone. That was a great game. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll be streaming later today. In I guess 3 hours. Okay, I need to get something to eat then. do my chores for the day. But I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for coming. I had 7 boost once. All right, see you guys later.